My name is Gerald Stewart, and people have asked me, is this a real oil painting? Yes, it is a real oil painting, and it's on canvas. Just like whenever I show a background picture, it's always one of my paintings. They're always oil, and they're always on canvas. Now, people were talking about this painting. It sounded so sad, and they felt so bad for that old man and his dog. But you know, there's a background story. The day that old man died and his dog, let's put it this way. That old man woke up early in the morning. He figured, well, it's raining outside. There's nothing to do today. I can't go to work. He says, I think I'll go see some of my friends. So he gets up and he tells Grandma a lie and says he needs a few dollars to go down to the local church and help out. While he's there, he's going to have breakfast with the poor people over there and, you know, hand out soup and bread. Of course, what Grandpa really did was he got in his truck. He went to the local tavern, a place called Lottie's, and that's where a lot of his friends and relatives hung out. Now, Lottie's was not only a bar with a pool table, but it was also a bookie. And there he would meet some of his family and friends, like John and Tom and Jack and Bones, and his cousin Ed, you know, might be there every now and then. And but all these guys sat around with Wally sometimes bartending. Anyway, Lottie, the owner, would take bets on the side, like I said. And Grandpa had already hustled a few dollars from Grandma. What he didn't spend on beer that morning, he spent on $2 bets at the racetrack. He was very seldom a winner. Few people that he knew were winners. They all said they were winners, but we all know better. Anyway, what happened with Grandpa here is him and his dog, like always, got in the truck, went to the tavern, and it was best for the dog to get out of the house because there was another man at the house talking to Grandma. Another cat was missing in the neighborhood. Had to check something there. Our cat just wandered in and just wandered back out. Anyway, the dog here was pretty notorious for being thought of as the one who might understand where all these cats are going. Grandpa knew that the cats were disappearing too and had a suspicion it might be his dog. Anyway, the old man finished his beer and stopped talking to his friends and waved goodbye. Went outside, him and his dog, and they jumped in the pickup. Grandpa had a few, not cases, but we'll say a 6-pack of beer. Now he figured instead of going home, because he had told Grandma that he was going to go fishing after he went to the church and helped out, what he did was he got in his pickup truck, him and the dog. They went down by the lake where Grandpa opened a few beers and the thunderstorm came up. Yeah, that's it. And while sitting there with his line in the rod, they get struck by a bolt of lightning. Now they both died, the old man and the dog. Don't feel sad. No, things go on. The old man looks at the dog and he says, you know, if this is what's really happening, we're in heaven, I think, because look, even though we can still hear the thunder and the lightning, look, there's sunshine and brightness, and I think what might happen now is we might see God. And if we do, we're going to have to get our stories straight. Remember, The reason you're limping was not because a cat had bit you. It's because it's an old war wound. you're a, you were a CNI dog for veterans. That's it. That's a good story. And whatever you do, don't poop on this man's lawn or pee on it, because it'd be the wrong time to do that. And I'll tell him that, I've always been a good guy and never did nothing wrong. And I deserve to be in heaven. And I'll make up a story for you too. I'll tell him about your war wounds. And I'll be limping and I'll have this stick to lean on. And like I said, I'll do all the talking. Just then, God appears. And I said, I'll do the talking. And I looked up at God, and God looked down and says, well, look who's here. You and your little dog. And then I noticed what happened. Somehow God was able to read our minds. And I looked at the dog, and the dog looked at me, and we both said at the same time, I think we're in trouble. That's it.